Hey guys, Corey here. Want to show you this new army that I've been playing around with, and this thing is strong, man. If you like this video, remember to hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So, this army looks super familiar because this is something from like the beginning of Town Hall 13 that was OP, just wrecking all the Town Hall 13s. That's like 4 P.E.K.K.A.s with 5 or 6 Yetis, and then funneling troops and a few cleanup troops as needed. But as you can see, I have hooked it up with the army, with the strategy that I've been super addicted to lately, which is bringing those 4 Skelly spells to tank for the RC. Also, 3 free spells. Now, those can be used to help out your RC or to help other targets out along the way. What we're going to do first of all is create a path long ways to the Town Hall. That way, that log launcher can get through as much of that base as possible, open up as much of the base as possible, and soften up the Town Hall a little bit early. Then we're going to be sending in the P.E.K.K.A.s and the Yetis into the base. Now, King is the way I use the King is to create the other side of that funnel. Now we got to jump, bringing them straight into the base, because let's face it, log launcher takes a little while to start opening up those walls. Once it gets deeper in the base and those log launchers, those logs consecutively have some more damage, they start opening up the walls a lot faster. So right here, I'm going to be using a jump to get into the first few layers of the wall, but look at this log launcher. By the time the troops get to that next layer, the wall is going to be really low health, causing our P.E.K.K.A.s to target it, or it's just going to be opened up entirely. In fact, look at this log launcher, man. It hasn't even been touched yet, and its logs are now doing some nice early damage to the Town Hall. Boom, we got raged up troops and healers taking down that Town Hall, no problem. Over on the other side, we're starting to lead in the Royal Champion with some skeleton spells. In fact, I've dropped several in there because we got Wizard Towers, Bomb Tower, all near the single target Inferno and that enemy Royal Champion. So my RC's slowly working her way over to that opposing Royal Champion right now, but if she gets locked onto by that single, I still got some free spells, so I can just go ahead and ice up that single target Inferno. No problem. See, single locked on. We're going to go ahead and put it on ice while my RC takes out the Eagle and then turns to the single. Meanwhile, on the other side of the base, look how many P.E.K.K.A.s and Yetis we still have alive, dude, continuing to be healed up by those healers. I don't even, dude, where's my queen at this point? I can't even, she's still behind the P.E.K.K.A.s and the Yetis. Are you kidding me, dude? That troop combo just looks unstoppable in this attack. Now, Royal Champion's still doing her thing. I still have her ability in my pocket. I'm going to pop that to clear those outer defenses, make sure that she refocuses in on the scatter shot and that multi-target Inferno. Ladies and gentlemen, we got one more freeze. We didn't really need to drop it because RC had plenty of health, but we dropped it anyways, just so we could get those defenses taken out and this base wrecked. Now, guys, I got 2 more examples to show you before I'm going to go in live and show you how I execute one of these attacks live. That way you can see all the thoughts and the planning that go into it as I'm hitting the base. Now, this one right here, I kind of wanted to go in towards the Town Hall side because I noticed I only had 1 jump in my composition right here. And if I come in from the backside, which I usually rather do, then I don't think 1 jump would get me all the way into that Town Hall. So with 1 jump, I wanted to make sure I could get to the Town Hall first and just kind of figure out the rest as it went. Not to mention the backside is covered by single target Inferno, which is really easily tanked by the skeleton spell. So we're going to start off with the Grand Warden Walk on the bottom left, and I got to figure out a way of dropping my king that he kind of goes outside the base up there. And if he decides to work his way in and not funnel the outer buildings, then what I would do is just drop a Yeti and a P.E.K.K.A. out there to do the funneling that he was supposed to do, that he kind of ditched out on. Either way, it ends up working out fine, because either way, you got more muscle inside the base, and you got some muscle taking care of the funneling. This time I dropped a couple Yetis with him just to make sure he'd get a little bit more of that funneling done a little bit faster without having to burn his ability super early. That's going to work out just fine to secure this funnel for us. Now he's locked onto the enemy BK, so I'm going to go ahead and pop his ability so we can get through that BK and make sure our funnel gets established all the way. We really don't want our queen walking outside the base. There we go. She just barely goes back in. Grand Warden ability is going to keep everything invincible through that Town Hall blast, and those raged up healers are going to keep those P.E.K.K.A.s and Yetis going towards those scatter shots. Now, we got a Skelly spell tanking this single, and we're trying to get our Royal Champion to go in there. Tornado Trap catches all the Skellies, man, so I got to drop another one in there, and that's going to keep that single tied up plenty. We still have another skeleton trap remaining, plus we still have 3 freezes that we can play to help this Royal Champion get through what looks like a really heavy now back section of defenses. He's got his entire Tesla farm back there, so we drop a Skelly spell. That was a little aggressive. I should have dropped it in there a little bit further so the Skellies could tank a little bit further into the base, into that single, but now we still got our 3 free spells, so we can use those as needed. Right now we got an Ice Golem locked onto by this single. That gives us a few more seconds. delaying when we have to drop our first freeze, and then we still have 2 freezes remaining for this back section of the base. We're going to keep those 4 high hit point defenses, or excuse me, high DPS defenses on ice, so the Royal Champion has plenty of time to get him while the Queen sneaks around and starts to help. Guys, we still got a Queen ability. This base is wrecked. All right, guys, we got a funky base to tackle right here. Now, I was looking at this probably the entire 30 seconds of planning, trying to figure out a way I can make sure everything paths into the town hall. It doesn't just walk around the outside. They're going to want to walk because these wall pieces on the edges are open. So if they get into the section, they're going to want to duck out here and continue moving their way around the base instead of moving through the core. So what I finally settled on is I'm going to Grand Warden walk this right here. And then I'm going to try to send my king over here. Once again, it's going to be a matter of, can I get him to walk around the outside of the wall, or is he going to try and duck inside and join my troops, in which case I'd have to substitute a P.E.K.K.A. and a Yeti to try and get more of that funnel established. And right away, we have Teslas pop up that are going to screw up my funnel entirely. In fact, the king is not supposed to be in there right now. He was supposed to be out doing what this P.E.K.K.A. and Yeti are, making that funnel. It didn't work out that way. So I don't have as much of a funnel as I would like to have established, but you know what? The time is now. Before the king gets rid of all those buildings in there that would draw my troops in, I gotta get the P.E.K.K.A.s and Yetis into the base. Now, I purposely dropped this jump so I would not connect this scattershot compartment, sending my P.E.K.K.A.s and Yetis into the core, knowing full well that my queen could still reach over that wall and take out that scattershot, no problem. Here we go, troops moving deeper into the core, and looks like queen decided to skip that scattershot. After all, I honestly have no idea why, but that's what it is. So we're going to go ahead and start the Royal Champion right there. Queen is locked onto by a single. I noticed that, so I go ahead and pop her abilities so she gets untargeted and drop a couple skeleton spells over there to aggro that single instead of my queen. Now, look at these core troops, man. They had a tough core to push through there with singles on both sides wanting to lock onto and take out those P.E.K.K.A.s and Yetis, but Royal Champion's coming in strong around the edge. Got another skeleton spell tanking that enemy Royal Champion, and we still got a few P.E.K.K.A.s alive down here doing some things. A few P.E.K.K.A.s, a few Yetis doing their thing. At this point, we're already out of skeleton spells. We've had to use them all, but we still got 3 freezes. We still got a Royal Champion ability, and we got a few troops kind of scattered all throughout the board, just trying to get some of this cleanup taken care of. Now, we got a Grand Warden platform here. That's a high damage defense, so I'm probably going to end up dropping one of those freezes on that right even before my Royal Champion even gets in there. Make sure she's got plenty of health going into this last section. And at this point, guys, we got a single target Inferno remaining, and we still have 2 freezes and a Royal Champion ability. I noticed there's only 3 defenses. I might as well pop the ability, get them taken out sooner, and then this single is not going to be an issue at all. 1 freeze, this base is done. Guys, let's go hit a base live, show you how this is done. All right, guys, here we go. Here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna actually come in at this a little bit sideways. That Warden going on that early funnel. Get a wizard out here to help him. We're gonna come right at this single, this scatter shot, heading towards the town hall. We might grab the eagle and that other scatter shot on the way. So we're gonna need to get the BK started, going down the other side right now. Go. Too shabby. That lassie sure does speed up the Warden, even when he's low level like this one. Here we go. King's doing some good stuff. Now, do I let the Warden go get the multi? Only got 1 rage, so you know what? I don't think I'm going to do that. There we go. Boom, get the queen in up there, and we're going to get the log launcher going right in here. I'm going to open up 1 more wall, and we're going to go ahead and pop this Grand Warden ability early. We're going to start jumping through to the rest of the base. Let's find a good spot to use this rage. Here we go. And we're going to use another jump, get access back to this town hall. Here we go. Healers are finally raged. And let's go ahead and send in this Royal Champion for a little additional support on this side. Run into a Tesla farm right away. That's how you know you dropped your Royal Champion in a good spot. Now, we got P.E.K.K.A. heading in to go get the town hall. We're going to give that P.E.K.K.A. just a little bit of assistance. Here we go. Continue to drop those skeleton spells, tanking for the Royal Champion. Town hall is down. And we got to use a freeze spell and the RC ability. Get that single taken out. Where's our RC going next? Probably right here to that BK. Dropped a Skelly spell just in case that BK felt like aggroing on my RC. But no, Queen's going to take care of him. We still got a freeze spell left. We're doing all right. Not too shabby. We do not have an RC ability any longer, so I don't know. Should we drop it right here, or should we wait for the last ones? Wait for this cannon over here. Go for the cannon. There we go. All right, now we're going to use our freeze. Boom. And we got cleanup coming in from the top. Do we have plenty of time? I think so. Here we go. We'll get an archer out here. Might as well. And 30 seconds remaining. We got plenty of time. We're not even going to need to pop that queen ability. Boom. Just like that. Easy as pie.